And then he practically went and burnt those papers. And he allowed us for a moment of forgiveness and praying for forgiveness.
Okay.
And that was the moment I let go of the pain I was carrying about my stepfather. That's actually how I forgave my stepfather. And I had to forgive also my biological father for not being present.
Yeah.
So that moment of reconciliation was also very important.
Yeah.
So here we are. Okay. I am praying. And I've started...
And then the idea now has popped into your mind.
Yes.
So in a nutshell, this Unlock Young Leaders Summit, okay, which you've done tremendously, reaching out to more than, did you say 94 universities?
94 universities.
64
countries. And 25,000 young people.
Young people.
Yes.
And you've done it, how many sessions? 150 plus?
More than 150 sessions.
Yeah. And I can see actually in the pillars of your organization,
yes.
You're basically looking at the 4 pillars.
Yes.
That is leadership and governance,
yes.
career, entrepreneurship, and lastly, decent families. Okay.
Yes.
Why did you feel like it's young people? Why was the push towards the young people?
The best time to kill a king is when it's in a kid form.
Yeah.
And you can only teach young dog new tricks.
Yeah.
You can only bend a fish that is, there's this proverb in Swahili. It says, "Samaki mkunje angali mbichi." And the enemy, the devil, is so strategic.
Yeah.
We are losing a generation when they're still young. That is the time worldviews are formed, belief system is framed, values are formed, and purpose is identified. God has the habit, if you look through the Bible, God has a habit of calling young people.
Yeah.
He called so many of them when they were still young. But now in our generation, we tend, let us not walk in the assumption that you will go to school and then come out with a career and then make it in life. That is just for personal ambition.
Okay.
But you need to walk with a sense of purpose. So that's exactly the spot I wanted to hit. And myself, I almost broke down in my youthfulness. Okay. So that's why actually we are so passionate about young people.
So meaning for you, you made sure that the people you've surrounded yourself with are successful people who are able to push you and help you.
Exactly.
You know why I said that?
Yeah.
Yesterday, there's a post you made and said, successful people don't gossip each other. They inspire each other to go for and devour available opportunities.
Yes.
You don't sit around talking negatively about people. You either in the wrong company or you are the wrong company. Yeah. So I think
that's true. That's true. And because your association or your association determines your destiny. And the moment you have identified the place of destiny, and that's why identification of you don't just jump into your destiny.
Yeah.
You have to take. That's why I was telling you I took a moment of solitude, and that was actually the time when Unlock was born.
Yeah.
From that prayer moment. Now, when you have identified your destiny, it determines and dictates the kind of friendship you attract in your life.
Yes.
And so that kind of association, they don't talk about each other. They talk about opportunities.
Yeah.
They talk about ideas. They talk about what do we need to do next. You know, there's this opportunity, there's this opportunity.
Yeah.
So let's come together and speak the same language.
Yeah.
But now when you are busy talking about it, gossiping and backbiting, it's either you're in the wrong company or you're the wrong company.
The good thing, I feel like for you starting the program, you had this experience.
Yeah.
Any leader, you need to have come from somewhere.
Yes.
And remember, a true mark of leadership is whereby it's like you're a shepherd.
Yes.
We're able to lead other people.
Yes.
And I feel like for you, I think you got it right.
Sure.
From the word go. Yeah.
Sure. And God actually has that habit of taking us through experiences so that we know how to shepherd.
Yeah.
A shepherd, when you're shepherding people, you need to know where to get the grass, where to get the food. But now you don't just wake up one morning and have those ideas.
Yeah.
And for me, it has taken more of trainings and, like last year I joined a leadership and governance program training called GPRO, that was hosted by Hesabika Trust. I have built my capacity. I have exposed myself to reading. And it's actually by that fact, as we maybe, as we come to a close, just to mention, this year I committed myself to go back to school. And I told myself, I felt like because God was taking me to this field of speaking to people about life, I also wanted to make sure that I'm backing up everything I'm talking to them with biblical truths that I've built on a biblical foundation about life. So I joined Africa International University, where now I'm pursuing my Masters of Arts in Theology.
Wow.
You know, so that when I'm coming fresh with a deep understanding. If people are going through family traumas, how can they come out of it from a biblical standpoint?
Yes.
And even that is actually what dictates the operation of our organization. We're not just talking about leadership because, you know, we're not just talking about entrepreneurship and career and, you know, building ethical families among the young people. We want to expose people to what says the Lord about leadership, what says the Lord about careers, business, and families. Because when we realize that, everything else, you know, goes around from this point of contact.
Okay. Yeah. As you wind up, maybe you can mention something to do with build up.
Yes.
Because we are the author in town. So kindly take us through, then we can call it a wrap.
Sure. So in 2019, when I was, now joining my 4th year, I had the conviction to pen down what I had experienced in life. And I didn't know where to start. So I started typing. I remember there's this day I started typing my experience. I started sharing, you know, just typing my story, my story. And I came to realize in the course of that typing, I needed to pen down this book. So this book is born out of my personal life story, by the understanding that every person who is gifted, and you know, the title of the book is Build Up, the pressure of being gifted. These are people who are not looking for their gifts. I'm talking about people who have identified their gifts, but they feel like they don't have enough of capacity. Possibly they have gone through traumas, relationship traumas, family traumas. They maybe feel like Moses, they are incapacitated in some way, in whatever incapacities you have, you see. So I felt, let me pen down something special for the gifted people. Because myself, I've gone through so many pressures that I felt those pressures have made people throw in the towel and give up on their God-given dreams and gifts that can actually change the entire world. Let me ask you, Sifa, if I could have committed suicide when I was 14, these 25,000 young people who would have reached out to them. And you know the worst mistake we make? We normally think we have another photocopy, a person who will replace you, who will do what you're supposed to do. God has a specific agenda for each other person. If God told Jeremiah before I formed you in your mother's womb, I set you apart, I appointed you to be a prophet. God says the same thing to each one of us. We were not born and then God started to figure out. By the way, Sifa Katami is now on earth. What on earth should she be doing? You know, Okanda is here. What should he be doing? God has a specific agenda for all of us. So it has 5 chapters. In the first chapter I talk about my life experience, and I've titled it 21 years of obscurity. I've talked about my 21st year, how the journey I went through. Whatever we have shared is just a snippet of what people can actually learn. And I know many people have made permanent decisions based on a temporary situation they have faced, be it a family trauma or a situation they have gone through. If I could have made wrong decisions when going through that lifestyle, I could have not been where I am today. So I felt, let me pen a book for my generation. So this will be my gift to the world and to all of them who have been gifted. Let me just read this quickly as we come to an end. I have said every gifted person is a builder, and every builder must pay the bill. The bill of withstanding the pressure of being gifted. That is the bill. If the world is going to drink from your cistern, then you must dig deep in order to build high enough. The storms will come and the winds will blow. The only building that will stand is that which its foundation has been dug deep and reinforced effectively. And that is my message to the gifted people. So this book, I'm going to launch it on the 15th of October at Africa International University. Africa International University is in Karen. You just get to Karen Center. You go to the other side where there is the hub. You pick a mat. They'll drop you at Africa International University. and I look forward to see as many people as possible.
Mmesikia jameni. Yeah, actually I'm so thrilled. I'm so excited. You have
Thank
an
you.
amazing story, and whatever you're doing is dope.
Thank you.
Actually, the one word I can use for you is you are a mark of excellence. Like you carry that mark of
Thank you.
excellence.
Thank you
It's
so
like,
much.
hey, this is Eugene. This I think we just be calling you mark of excellence here.
I think I'm going to take that statement.
Anyway.
Across all social media handles, just search Okanda Eugene. Okanda Eugene BSc.
Okay.
I call myself Okanda Eugene BSc on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook.
Okay.
But also you can check out on what we do with Unlock Young Leaders Summit. Just search Unlock Young Leaders Summit across all the social media platforms. Also on our website, see what we do, and God will bless us.
Amazing. High five.
Thank you.
I want to give a big thank you to Pride in Azure for this amazing opportunity that they've given me to host this show here, the Sifa Katami show. I also want to give a big thank you to the Sitam Technologies. It's because of the love given unto us. And actually I want to say, if you want to buy any gadget from Sitam Technologies, they got you. If you're looking for softwares, if you're looking for ICT installation, cyber security, that is mobile app, web application, desktop application, or any form of IoTs, kindly reach out to Sitam Technologies. They're actually just near Bazaar, Moi Avenue. Follow me on my socials, Instagram, Sifa Katami, YouTube, Sifa Katami, Facebook, Sifa Katami. Yeah, have an amazing time. And actually a big thank you to my camera team. I know they have been busy. Asante sana. Have an amazing time.